Warning, sarcastic commentary, spontaneous references, and random theories ahead. Watch at your own risk. Hello everybody, this is Discombobulate Gamer, and welcome back to part 4 of What Remains of Edith Finch. This game has been a journey. I would highly recommend, if you haven't seen the previous episodes, going back and checking them out, or going and playing this game for yourself. It's beautiful. But to kind of recap and bring you up to speed, we're playing as Edith, who's up there in the top corner, who is pregnant, and she's coming back to her house to find out stuff about her family and potentially about the family curse. Edith's currently kind of thinking that maybe the curse wasn't real, but it kind of became real because the family was so obsessed about it. But anyways, all of the people that are kind of colored in, you can see we have learned about them and learned about how they died. And we haven't learned how Edith dies or died. I don't know. We're currently playing as her, but I'm very concerned that she is currently dying based on some comments that in her book that she's writing to her unborn child, I'm assuming. It seems like it's to her unborn child. But anyways, we just learned about her grandfather, Sam, who was killed during a hunting trip with Edith's mom, Dawn, when she was a kid. It's just been really sad so far. I'm really excited to jump back into this and see what other sad adventures await us. So let's see. All right. I'm gonna kind of look around here because sometimes more sparkles appear. I like looking for sparkles. I like learning stuff about these characters. What if there's any more sparkles up here? Nope, no more sparkles. I was wondering if there might be some sparkles. Alright, so I saw a sparkle over here, so I think this is a door. Let's see. Alright, so who are we going to learn about next? I love all the secret passageways. It's so cool.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
So what happened? Because her mom and Edie eventually were not close, it seems like. Maybe I'm wrong with that. Oh, and is there a door? Aha! Come on. That's really cool, like the parents' room had like a secret walkway to the kids' room. Oh no, that's a baby. That's a baby. This is the baby who died when he was like almost 2. This is gonna be awful. Divorce contract. A lawsuit has been filed against you. I'm trying to read this. So there was a divorce.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Okay, so they divorced. So this music is going to have to be changed. And because I'm a smart YouTuber, I totally didn't link my commentary to the game audio that I'm totally having to take out of this video. So, yeah, you don't get to hear any of the game audio, and you get to hear my totally 100% genuine reactions to this really, really sad scene of the game. Because I totally didn't upload this video to my channel and then have it get copyrighted and I'm now talking to you from the future. No, that didn't happen. But you're not missing much as far as commentary goes. This whole part was me saying, I love this song, which you guys don't get to hear. And wow, this is so cool. This is so cool. It's really funny because my cats are just watching the frog jump up and down. And they're trying to attack it through the screen. It's just really, really funny. Now, what do? I bet I have to get the whale. Come on. Come on, whale. Come on. Frog, you can jump a little higher than that. What to do? I really think I gotta get the whale down. But it doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Ooh, I can jump high if I jump on the letters. Speaking of letters, what happens if I knock all of the letters off? Do I sense an achievement? That would be cool. And at this point, I'm having a really hard time seeing the screen because I have not one, but two cats sitting in front of the screen trying to bat at the frog. Yay, I got them all down! And woohoo, I got a trophy! That was totally unexpected. Now back to the original problem. How to get the whale. Because I'm assuming that's what I have to do. There's nothing else that it seems like I can do. Oh, almost got it. Not quite. I'm on top of the whale. Yay! Oh, this is so cute. Can I jump on the whale? I wonder if the whale is like a super boost. Like if I jump on it, will it make me go higher? Come on. Please. Yes! Oh wow, look how high I can get. Everybody's jumping in. This is so fun. And I saw something up there, but I couldn't quite reach it. Is that... It's bubbles! Bubbles are awesome. A baby being too happy. Yeah, could feel him slipping away. This isn't gonna end well, is it? Oh, we're in Kay's pink bathroom. I like Kay's pink bathroom. Not like I would like it in my own house, but I do like the pink bathroom. And this suddenly seems very bad. No. No. Nope, 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 nope. And it was at this point that I utterly and completely regretted picking this game to play. Even if I were hypothetically watching this from the future, this is still incredibly sad. This is, in my opinion, one of the saddest scenes in this entire game. I'm sure he's happy. That's so sad.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Man. That's so sad. Now I'm seeing more and more about like why her mom was the way she was. Why Edith's mom was the way she was. That is so sad. So that was one of her brothers who died. And not like, but their place is all like military barracks, which makes sense because her dad was like totally into the military. Like he was very.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
Yet what?
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh. So, oh, this is so cool. Oh, cat. The cat is attacking it. Oh, what does it say?
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Oh, so his dad remarried. Or their dad remarried. And it caused issues.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her. We don't need a stepmom, were the words that I...
So the kids didn't even meet her?
And white. You make it for...
Kids didn't even meet her and they were getting married. It's so sad. Like, not sad. Not sad that they were getting married. Sad that... Oh, what is this? Oh! Sad that the kids had never even met her.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to
Come here.
But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh. Okay. So there was definitely some family issues going on, which I can understand. There's a lot in
Wind
this
picked up,
family.
and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
What am I doing? Oh. Was there like a hurricane or something?
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
I wish that. No.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
That's awful. That's awful.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
That's awful. Like, it's so well told, but that is so sad. Like, I am seeing more and more why Edith's mom, Dawn, wants nothing to do with this place. It's full of bad memories for her. Poor thing. House rules, no playing outside without permission, no answering door for strangers, no messes after dark, all chores before dark, respect others, emergency evacuation plan. Yeah, their dad was intense. Race flag, 7:30 a.m., breakfast, 8 a.m., quiet time, 11 p.m., duties, Dawn, sweep trash, Gus, mop, mow yard, Greg, be a baby. Routine jump rope 100 times, jumping jacks 150, push-ups 100 times, crunches 100 times, run to mailbox and back. Oh, wow. Oh, this is so cool. Once again, I have some concerns about
Mom moved up to the
whether you
loft
should be
after
doing
her
this
brothers died.
when you're pregnant. Please
At
do
the
not
time,
fall.
it was as far away as she could get.
Oh, this is really pretty up here. It's so bad for her mom now.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Aww. Pack, fly to India. That's so sweet. Like, so she went to India to help. And that's where she met Edith's dad.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Aww. Yeah, Louis was her big brother, I think.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Aww. Oh, so this is their
I'm sure
area.
Edie was happy to have her back.
So Dawn and Louis. Louis, everything was like well planned. Like Louis was smart.
And to see
Milton
kids in the house again.
and Edith. So cool. This
The
game
house
is
had to
just
get a little
beautiful.
bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Oh, so that's why like the house is so tall, because they just kept literally adding on. That's cool.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
But, well, I'm guessing Edith. I'm guessing it's because, you know, her brother disappeared, and then her
But
other
it
brother
didn't
died.
last.
Want to look first? Curse. Edith Finch by Edith Finch. So we made this. It's so cool. Scientific method, observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. This is so cool. Aww. To teach and to learn by Dawn Finch. So she was an author too. I'm just being nosy. Can I see that? Smartypedia, that's awesome. Okay. Let's see what horrible stuff.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
I gotta say, that's a pretty cool gift. This is his room, though, I bet.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
They never found out what happened to him. They live on an island, though, so that's even sadder and scarier in some ways. I don't know. They never found him. So somebody was here. Was that Milton? Oh, wow. And the walls
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
It's so cool. Look at his drawings. He was really good. Once again, you must consider whether this is smart. Not smart, but wise. It's so cool, but so sad how it's like every room is frozen in time. Almost exactly what it was like when they left, and that's so sad. It was cute. This is gonna be sad. Milton Finch.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
How do I do this? Do this. Hang on. Oh! It's one of those things. That's so cool. Oh, sorry. It's the flip books with... Oh, man. I haven't seen one of these in forever. He was so good. Painting a door, I think. Yeah. He just disappeared. How old was he when he disappeared?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. I can't imagine going through that. That's her poor mom. Like, I know at the start of this thinking her mom was kind of crazy. Not crazy, but like kind of one of those like, oh, what was the mom thinking? But like, I feel so bad for her. Her mom lost everybody. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
This is just so sad.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, so I saw these stairs, so I guess I'm going up here now?
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself.
Oh, and now we're gonna see why Louis died. I know for me, because I have younger siblings, if something like that happened to one of them, I would definitely
After
blame
he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Yeah, I can see myself running into that myself if I had...
Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis.
Ha ha ha. I see. So he liked to, partake.
So this staircase doesn't lead anywhere. So it looks like he liked to partake. I'm wondering if that is where this is going for his death. This is so cool though. To live inside it, like to have your room be a boat. That's really, really cool. Come on. There we go. Oh, and I like our shadow. That's really cool to see too.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Let me guess, did it smell like marijuana? Oh, and I'm sorry, I don't want to go out. I want to go back in. Also, I'm sorry, I'm hoping you can't pick it up. It won't pick up on the recording. I have some very, very loud neighbors that are currently yelling at each other. I probably should find a different place to live at some point in time. But this works for now. So, yeah, he enjoyed substances. Oh, and video games!
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
He graduated high school. Video games are cool. Drugs are not so cool. Don't do drugs, kids. Like, that's not a good plan. And the dual monitor setup, that's pretty snazzy. Locker contents. Institute of Psychology. This is gonna be bad.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony
What
of
am I
his daily
doing?
life.
Oh. So I'm cutting
He kept working at the
fish.
but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Oh, this is
wander.
complicated. This is crazy.
I asked
So I'm
him to
doing
describe it.
like this thing with the guy on the left-hand side of the screen with the left stick, but I'm doing the fish with the right stick on
He
the
said he
controller.
started small,
This
imagining a
is really hard. Imagining a labyrinth. This is
feel his way
tricky.
about.
Sorry.
Then
This is
something
really hard. Oh, no, come on.
bats
Ooh, bats.
and toads.
Wait, what is that? Oh, that's so cool.
Things
Like,
that have not names.
things that must not
He knew
be
it was all in
named.
his head.
What do I do? Oh, that's so cool.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Imagination's cool. Oh, like, I like how we got colors now.
But he found something more.
What did he find? Oh, we're 3D now.
I worried about him then.
Huh.
Daydreaming at the cannery.
Yeah, daydreaming at a dangerous job like this is not a great plan. As you can
Spoke
see,
with
it's
his
really
boss.
hard to do both. Spoke with his boss.
But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Huh. Well, yeah, because he's in his head the whole
Tireless,
time.
focused. Like a whole
I
new
feel like this is
Lewis.
gonna be bad. Yeah, because he's
So I let him go on.
he's just thinking it like he's just his daydream is becoming his reality. Oh, wait a minute,
I
like
even
that.
encouraged him.
Like, see, it's taking up more and more of
It
his
seemed
vision.
very promising at first.
His
He told
his
me he'd made
fantasy
a new
reality became more like more real to him than the real
On the edge of a
reality.
city he named Lewis-topia.
Lewis-topia.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
It's so cool. But I'm also extremely concerned for where
And
this
songs
is
for them
going.
to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
So he was musically talented. Like,
Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery,
he just wants to talk about his fantasy world.
but his chopping was as reliable as ever. And
Because
one
it's
day it
easy to
struck him
do. Like, you don't even have to think about it.
that all
I'm
the
more
true
focused on
ingredients,
all of this.
even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination,
Okay, so that's good. Was it like a
so he
sad
could
thing?
do whatever he wished.
Oh, no, that's not what I was hoping we would get.
He held an election for mayor,
Let me guess, did he win?
and he won.
Shocking! Oh, like the that's awesome.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
Where are we going now?
It became a game for him.
Oh, I can barely see now.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
New Louisville. I love how, like, you can see, like, the land is made up
St.
of...
Louis.
St. Louis. It's made up of words. Like, it's so cool.
He started drifting away from our reality.
Yeah, you think? Don't think I like this. I don't like where this is heading.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Oh, no.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
He really went off the deep end. So sad. That is
In Louis,
so sad.
he heard rumors of a
We'll go with a handsome queen.
handsome queen.
Oh, it's so cool. It's beautiful.
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows. I think that sounds lovely.
radiant rainbows.
This is so hard doing both of these at once. Oh, sorry, rainbow. Yay! I'm not gonna get a high score.
He followed the sound of her
Ooh, electric sitar or silver harp? Let's go with silver harp. I like a harp.
silver harp.
Ooh, I want to hear it. Oh, that's beautiful. This handsome queen knows her stuff. I'm very concerned about what this means for our
His
friend.
chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
This is very,
Even
very
then,
concerning.
his logic remained.
Oh, I can't see anything at all. Oh, is that our
He knew
handsome
the world was
queen?
all in his imagination.
Oh, this is... He knew the world... Okay, so it's all... He knows it's in his imagination, but he can't see reality anymore, I guess. Like, it's so cool to see how,
But
like,
he was
the
so
animation
proud of
is
having
styled.
created it.
So weird.
In his
Not
own
weird.
eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Come on. Like, I can barely hear the fish anymore.
For someone who'd
See
never
them.
known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
His
then it struck him.
fantasy, like,
That the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
that's not good, dude. Thinking like that's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous thought process. That's really
My
dangerous.
imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
No, I mean, I can
hard
get
to
it.
help.
Like, I can see the attraction behind, like, oh, like, I can see it, like, to an extent, like, if you create something, a fantasy world that's so real to you, it's so much better than your reality. It would be hard to leave that, but you gotta live in the real world. I say that because like, I'm a dreamer. I like to create things. But this is bad. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know that I want to see this.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Yeah, because to him it's like, Lewis the cannery worker was nobody important, but him, like, the fantasy him was like a king and was loved by everyone.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Wait. That's Finch. What's this? Oh, man. It's Lewis. He really... I don't like this. I don't like this. I feel like he gets in an accident or something because he's so much in his head.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Uh-oh. Did he kill himself?
The palace would be packed with his companions.
I don't like that we're still on the conveyor belt. This is very bad. This is very bad. I don't like this. It's so pretty. And we're in first person
wise
now.
Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Molly! The music's awesome. It's beautiful, though. Oh, I guess we're going to see our handsome queen. It's so cool. But I'm
Queen
very
waited,
concerned
holding
about
his
this.
crown.
Very concerned about this. And if you're wondering why, I mean, so far, nobody has had a happy ending. Oh, no. Don't tell me he kills himself. No. Kill himself.
Bend down his head.
Do I have to?
The rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Man.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Like, we have seen so many of these different stories so far, and they've all been impactful in different ways. But I think his was one of the ones who got to me. As a creator, I spend a lot of time in my imagination, because I have to draw on my imagination sometimes for some of the stuff I create. But on the other hand, like, you have to stay rooted in reality. And I can see that, like, sometimes, yeah, fantasy seems way nicer than the reality you're in. But it's not real. And that's just tragic. Like, that's really, really sad. I'm shocked that Edith is as normal as she is when you look at her. Like, the tragedy, awful tragedy she's had to go through in her life. Man. But anyways, we're going to jump back into this. We just saw how Edith's brothers, Milton and Lewis, died. And it was incredibly sad. So we're going to just jump right into it and see what other sad things we can find. Yay! Hooray! This is great! More sad things. Let's go. No, I mean, I love this so far. This is excellent. So, yeah, it's sad, but it's one of those games that the sad part of it is worth it. All right, so we're continuing to go in.
Funeral. My mom told me to start packing.
Can't
She
really
waited
blame
until
her.
the day before we left to tell Edie.
Ooh, you can kind of blame her for that one.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Yeah, that's rough. Oh, is this
I
there?
wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
This was like their apartment, like Edith and mom, like they had their own little apartment up here.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Oh no. Disaster relief specialist. Evac specialist. So I'm going to assume that he died in the line of duty in a disaster. This poor family.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Oh, we're going up to
Maybe I should
Edith's
have come
room.
sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All
Oh,
that's
her
left
room
now
is
is to tell you
awesome.
about that last night.
Yes, I want to know about that last night. Tell me about this last night. Oh, we're coming full circle.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
I like that. Oh, Edith, why don't you go out into the hall? No, it's okay. We're not going to argue. I'm not leaving. Edith, leave. I don't know. So there's a present out in the hall for us somewhere.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
There's another entrance to the library? There is. I want to see this.
Edie had a key to it.
What's in the library? This is like the one big room we haven't been yet. We're sneaking.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Oh, man.
We'll
I
have
don't
the
think
nurse
either of
report,
them is
send the van
right.
for you in the morning. Okay?
Like, neither of them are right. Like, stories are important, yes. But can you say that all these people died because of the stories? Well, no, but on the other hand, stories aren't everything. So I kind of agree with both of them and like with none of them at the same time. History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Ooh, what happened on the night you were born?
That night, the tide went way, way out.
Are we gonna go to the old house?
It was the first and last time I ever saw the
This is so
house
cool.
aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
She's gonna go out to the house.
God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
But
I never thought I'd go back to it.
this is so cool.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Alright, well, if I keep going straight, I should be safe. I'm just going straight. Just going straight.
I got turned around.
Well, no, I mean, I was going straight, but apparently I still got turned around going straight. Okay. Now I'm getting turned around.
For a while, I wandered.
Just look for the words. That's a good tip, Edie. Just look for the words. The words tell you where to go.
I started seeing things.
Ooh, hello. I guess you could be seeing things. You may not be seeing things, though.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Where is your words? There they are. Is that... That's a bed.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That
Bed
night,
and a wheelchair.
a lot of things came back to me.
Yes, this is also from the house.
Or maybe I came back to them.
It's the gate. Ooh, I can't wait to get in the house. What's gonna be inside?
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
What?
Edith, what are you doing in here?
No!
It's mine.
Edith!
I need to finish reading that. No, don't rip it.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
No.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Like dead, or like gone as in
After that, we moved
disappeared?
around a lot.
I'm guessing dead.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
Oh, that's so cool. It's so cool.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
No.
The rest
No.
happened pretty quickly.
No.
She got better for a while,
No.
and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand
Yeah,
things.
'cause she's dying.
But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh. Am I the baby?
This journal was supposed to be for you,
I think I'm being born.
but now I hope you'll never see it.
Why do you hope the baby will never see it?
I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself.
Oh.
But I guess if you're reading this now,
And
didn't
my
work out
controller
that
is vibrating like a heartbeat, and it's been getting faster and faster. It's kind of in a frenzy now. Oh no. It stopped.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh man. That's so sad. Excuse me. Here I am thinking I'm tearing up. No, I just had to sneeze. Oh man. That game, that was... Oh, it's all of these kids when they were little. Aww. Trophy earned, everything ends. That was so good. That was so good. That was so good. Oh, man. So it's really, in a lot of ways, it's about her kid. I think it was a boy. It looked like a boy. Her son coming back. That was gorgeous. That was gorgeous. I think the message, I could be wrong, like I think the big thing they're trying to talk about here is that life, I mean, it has to be a balance. Our past, to an extent, is what helps to make us, thanks Johan, what? Plus Unlockables programmer, that's hilarious. But anyways, our past is part of what makes us who we are today. For us just to ignore that, like, that's not right. We have to acknowledge our past. We have to deal with it, like the good things in our past and the bad things. It's important to know stuff. And for me, because like I wasn't, especially on one half of my family, I really was not connected with that half of the family. I really don't know a lot of the stories. I've learned some of them over time by a lot of digging and a lot of pleading and all of that, but like, those stories are part of who we are. The stories of our ancestors and our family, they're ones that are important to be passed down. But I'm going to argue, on the other hand, just like so many people in this family, they became so obsessed with the past and so obsessed with this idea that there was a curse and that everyone was going to die, that they made that their reality. They made it happen, regardless of whether there was a curse or not. And that's not right. We need to look back at our past in order to grow from it, not to be enslaved by it. That's not the point either. I don't know. This was a good game. This was a really good game. This was good. Now, if you're watching this, I'm realizing when I was recording this, I didn't realize how little was left in this game. So chances are you were just watching a really long episode that was what was going to be part 4 combined with part 5. And I appreciate you sitting through this and watching this. This game is something special. And I'm really excited to see some more stuff by this company. It definitely deserved to be one of the best games of 2017. It was really good. Really worth it. It's really worth playing. It was an adventure. Aww. The end. This was an experience. It wasn't just a story. It was an experience. I just have got to say, good job to everyone who was involved in this game. This was excellent. I highly, highly recommend you go play this for yourself. This was so immersive and an experience unlike any other. It was so good. I wish there were more games out here that were like this. This was really, really good. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would definitely highly recommend checking this out for yourself. It's worth it. And if you guys have any suggestions for other games with really good stories that you would like to see me play, leave a comment down below. I have a couple other story-driven games that I've kind of been kicking around that I may try for the next game, but definitely let me know what your thoughts are and what you're thinking. I'll always love to hear from you guys, and I will see you guys next time for another Let's Play. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!